Hey up lads and lasses, Damphyre here, back again with some more IL, and we got some really interesting and cool news. We have two new ships, one of them being a new type. So let's jump straight into it. So here we are, we have the Sl9 Heavy Torpedo Corvette and the SV830 High-Speed Tactical Support Ship. You can see this on the main page now. I've actually had the info on this for friggin' a while now and been on NDA, and then they released it in the Chinese, and then everyone in the world just went over to the Chinese site, copied it, Google translated it, so everyone, this is not new news for a lot of people. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue there, because I was going to be like, yeah, first video and all that, but it's probably already been done already. Either way, so we'll start off with the Corvette because it's going to be quick and simple, and yeah, we already know what the Corvettes are, and then I'll do a bit on the FSV 830. So the Sl9 Heavy Torpedo Corvette. The Sl9 Heavy Torpedo Corvette was designed by David Shoemaker's team of top ship designers in the solar system. The Sl9 shipyard, according to the archives of the history department at Herman University, the name of this shipyard comes from the space city Shoemaker Levy 9. The city was originally built to observe and verify the time and location of the impact of the comet Shoemaker Levy 9 on Jupiter, hence its name. He's done well for himself, hasn't he? Background of Shoemakers, and now he's designing spaceships. So, background, the Sl9 Torpedo Corvette Airborne's bombardment system includes three Supernova M80-3210M torpedo bombardment systems, which were modified from the Mk2 AT-8820A Supernova White K anti-ship torpedoes of the Callisto heavy torpedo raid ship, providing excellent anti-firepower. Just want to point something out here. The Mk2 AT-8820A Supernovas is the heavy torpedo Callisto, the B Class B one, or B variant. So, needless to say, this Corvette's potentially pretty serious power creep over the cellular defenders and the red beasts, because no doubt this thing's going to pack an absolute wallop of a punch. So yeah, remember recently I did a video and I sort of talked about ships and like what main fleets would look like, and the fact that you run Corvettes, you run the cellular defender, the T-800. If you have space, you run the Void Elfin. So we can see in this one that you're probably going to drop the Void Elfin and run this instead. So you're running Cellular Defender, T-800, this, and then it's the Nebula Pulse was the other one I was thinking. So, well, I guess you could interswitch the Nebula Pulse and Void Elfins. But so there you go. That's how that's going to be working, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, so let's move on to the ship that I know you're all probably waiting for, because this has sort of been in the game for absolutely ages now, and that is the SV830 High-Speed Tactical Support Ship. It is an auxiliary class ship, and we've kind of known about auxiliary classes due to the fact that if you look in the targeting of certain ships, you can quite clearly see battleship and auxiliary ships being in there. So we finally got one. It's taken a year. No doubt with this one releasing, though, we are probably more likely to see the likes of battleships and the likes of maybe other auxiliary ships coming up a little bit quicker, and maybe getting those drops a little bit earlier from now onwards. I'd like to hope anyway. So anyway, during Project Other Side, the Jupiter Energy Development Corporation designed the first transport supply ship in order to find the required construction materials and improve the efficiency of the project. At that time, which was near the end of the Great Navigation era, there were many doubts and conspiracy theories surrounding Project Other Side on Earth, but an article named our commencement inspired people of the time to explore space and build the Lagrange gate. The paper later became the spiritual support for the modern literature writers at that time, and it also gave the mega supply transport its name, the Commencement. So we've got some more pictures here, a bit more lore. So this is really cool design. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest designed ships in the game, and my cat has decided to join in on this video. It's taken like 2 years. So apologies, try and ignore the cat tail and stuff. I can't really do anything about it. She's a pain in the ass. If she starts biting me, you'll know about it. At the end of the Sacrum Chu Imperium era, the upcoming Great War was seen as inevitable by the Alliance forces. Supply transports were then modified to accommodate hangar bays and basic weaponry at the cost of their functionality as pure supply transports. The concept of support ships was also born from their load capacity and maintenance capabilities. Again, really cool design, very industrial. I actually really like industrial design ships, and I think this looks absolutely wicked. I do like the sleek designs of Jupiter ships, like the Io and stuff like that. But these designs where they've got like more function over form, I think look really quite cool. In the interstellar war, the emerging extinguishers, greatly lacking both in terms of the number of ships and power, developed the SV-830 prototype, a high-speed tactical support ship based on the designs of Commencement. It was soon put into production and deployment to battle. Its great scalability and outstanding travel range provided a solid foundation for the extinguishers to arm a strong force. We can see it here. There's like some Eris's, there's some RS against a pirate fleet, by the looks of it. Yeah, we got some IOs and stuff about as well. Very cool. So background: the SV-830, tech level, sorry. The SV-830 high-speed tactical support ship has good scalability and can be used for the production of frigates and escort corvettes after modification. According to Dawn standard military files, the MC-1500 escort corvettes and MF-1500 fight frigates both offer production features which greatly improve the fleet's combat capability and survivability and make it possible for prolonged off-base operations. So this is the MF-1500 frigates, and this is the MF-1500 escort corvettes. So I'm guessing this is just going to act like a corvette hangar. And again, we have this here for building frigates. So this is a really interesting design. I believe it can do a bit more than that as well, but we are still waiting on stuff. I've got a thing on the front page. It's been so long since I've been on here. So what I've also heard is it's potentially able to repair fleets within the vicinity, not just its own, and it also has the capability to an extent do some mining. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to be worked in, because originally I was thinking that maybe these hangars were for specific mining UAVs. But it could be potential now that in the fleet that this is in, you might need mining ships to get this to work. But we'll definitely see. So, hope you've enjoyed that. I will try and get a bit more info as soon as I can on the FSV-830, just to confirm that its ability to repair and stuff like that, to help you guys out. But yeah, it's potentially quite a gameplay changer from what I've seen so far anyway. I've got a little bit more information that I am still waiting on confirmation to like give to you guys. So this is like the base stuff on it, and then once I get that, I'll go away with that. But it's things like being able to repair and mine and stuff, which is already sort of suggested within this article, so I think I'm okay to say that. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time